At the 2 spot. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Drexler's got 5 points. And here in the early season, Tim, what are you watching from these teams now?
Well, I'm looking, BA, for roles and how they have evolved and changed from a year ago. It's amazing how much difference just one season can make, putting guys in better position to succeed.
How much will rotations change through the months now?
Significantly. I think coaches are trying to find out who they can trust as you get deeper into the season.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
SGA passes to Wembanyama. Left side SGA. It's not going to go for him.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Here's Drexler. SGA covering. And it's Drexler missing. Spurs trail by 4. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Hayward, he's checked in for Murray. Hayward outside. Back to SGA. Here's Tatum. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. 4 on the clock. Spurs need to get one up here.
Sliver around to get his shot.
The Raptors have gone 8 of 10 shooting. Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Here's Johnson. Yes, it's good. Johnson's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. The 4th spot held by the Spurs.
And when you look at their block totals from last year, I really love how this team protected the rim.
Hayward, right side. Here's the 3. And Cunningham pulls it down.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise, and with that league finding a rhythm, its debut feels right on time.
It's a beautiful thing. Shams, appreciate the report. Here's SGA. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and BA, this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game.
The Spurs making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. Harper, he's checked in for Toronto. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 4. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
Well, both teams struggled to be competitive overall last year, but at least their season series was.
Here's Mourning. Pass to Drexler. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. And there's the basket. And the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Thanks to AT&T. Fantastic look from their connected cam. Here's Harper. No points so far. Misses the 3. Siakam left side. It's Booker on the wing. And it falls all over the rim and in. Now just a 1-point Toronto lead.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Pass to Drexler. Toronto passing it around. Johnson against SGA. Here's Yao. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Yao's got 7 points in the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Johnson.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Drexler, that's good.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Give him 8. Here's Booker. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Mourning, and he dunks it down.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Now here's SGA. Pass to Wembanyama. Siakam for 3. Goes back up, and it's Wembanyama laying it in. Wembanyama's gotten his 2nd bucket.
Yeah, terrific follow-through for Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Andre Drummond is checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Tatum comes in for Siakam. Beal, he's checked in for Booker. And Darius Garland subbed in for SGA. Now here's Cunningham. Here's West. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
1:16 left in the first quarter. Here's Harper, guarded by Garland. Here's Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Johnson's got 8 points.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Pass to Hayward. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Now here's Garland. Not a lot of room. No good with a layup. Raptors lead by 5. Cunningham outside. San Antonio with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
In that game, they were the enforcers, and they were also efficient. That's the kind of balance coaches look for.
It really showed you how together they were as a team, playing for one another.
Here's Harper. A 14-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Pass to West. Shoots over Tatum. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Raptors out in front, up 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
Bradley Beal's out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Gordon Hayward. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Siakam in at the 5. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Here's Harper. He's scoreless. Pass to West. Shoots over Tatum, and the basket by West. And the Raptors lead by 3.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Hayward outside. Up top, Beal. Shot is up. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And it's just a sweet-looking jumper by Beal. That, Jay, has made him a lot of money in this league.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul. The Spurs making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Toronto making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Pass to Harper. Just 5 on the clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Brand misses.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Tatum. A 29-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
And also impressive, his work on the glass. He was tenacious and relentless.
Here's Harper. To the paint. Here's Yao. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Yao's got 9.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
And there's the screen. Here's Tatum.
And Tatum is really a prototypical player for today's NBA. He's a do-it-all wing with great size, an effective jump shot. Plus, he's got that hunger you want in a star player.
And obviously, we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
Here's Garland. Toronto making their last shot. Siakam, the pass to Garland. Here's Beal. Over Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Pass to Cassell. Here's Harper. No made baskets yet. Here's Yao. He's covered by Siakam. Fades. Yao, good.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
Well, his great advantage is that he can shoot over the top of almost any defender.
Here's Beal. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Beal's got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, Beal's just a natural scorer on all 3 levels. In addition to that jump shot, he's very competent getting you down on the box as well.
Here's Harper. There's the triple. He drops it from range. Cassell's got his first 3 points of the game.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Beal outside. Back to Siakam. Siakam going for it. And a nice finish on the layup.
I like seeing Siakam glide towards the rim, using his athleticism to his advantage.
Inside. Deflects the pass. Yao. And there's Toronto with another bucket.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Booker, he's checked in for San Antonio. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top. And, of course, Jason Tatum.
2 premier scoring options that defenses really have to scramble to account for.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Toronto Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Houston Rockets. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. The season is young, but they are starting to sharpen up.
Drexler, that's good.
Hardwood is your friend. He used it to his advantage there.
Spurs trail by 8. And here's Murray. Still without a bucket. Oh, Booker in close.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A. His playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and, of course, that killer mentality.
Johnson, he's checked in for Harper. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Tatum passes to Siakam. Now Beal jacks up a 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
And it's Drexler missing. And Booker's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 3-point game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Guys?
You'd love to hear it. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Drexler. And miss after miss right now.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Count it. Good.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish, went right through the contact.
Now here's Johnson. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Here's Brand, pounded by Tatum. Good on the bucket. Brand's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Spurs have gotten 8 of their first 10 to go. Great shooting here in the second quarter. And there's a pick. Booker, pass to Murray. Rebound by the Raptors. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Tatum inside. The bank shot, no good.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
Drexler passes to Cunningham. Here's Yao. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity for San Antonio. Andre Drummond is checked in for Jason Tatum, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Bradley Beal. And Toronto also making a switch. Harper's checked in.
He is just so good around the hoop. Good luck stopping SGA.
Raptors lead by 3. Pass to Harper. Back to Johnson. There's the drive. Here's Yao. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
I love how he's taking charge out there. Here, offensively, riding the wave.
Now here's SGA. 10 points for him. To the middle. Here's Drummond. And the jam. Drummond.
That's a great find by SGA. And remember, at 6'6" and a point guard, he has a great view of the floor.
Here's Yao. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Harper misses. Spurs trail by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Johnson against SGA. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Ahead. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
These are his first free throws of the game. Tim, so many different offensive systems in the NBA. You have a personal favorite to watch?
Yeah, I think I've got a... soft spot in my heart for those systems that involve player movement and ball movement, particularly trying to get shooters looks off of screens.
I love the .5 offenses, in and out of the hands, moving the ball fast.
No doubt about it, very difficult to defend.
From deep, Harper, count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Bridges. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Drummond to screen on Johnson. Here's SGA. And the jam by Drummond.
Once you're in your shooting motion, it's tough to shift gears like that. But he found a teammate for an open look.
Outside Johnson. Here's Yao. Toronto passing it around. There's a screen from deep, Harper. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Was starting to stretch the floor. That's 2 triples for him this quarter.
1:51 left in the first half. Now here's Booker. Tightly guarded. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Jason Tatum comes in for Bridges. Toronto has got it going from distance in the second quarter. 4 of 5 from deep. Brand passes to Drexler. Right side Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And stolen by Cunningham. And he lobs it up top. SGA with a steal. That's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. 55 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Throws it down despite a man right in his face. Opportunity here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Cunningham against Booker. Look Look at Booker elevate.
And Booker finds his groove on offense. He is a pure scorer, and it's going to be a long night for the defense.
Cunningham against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Drexler. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 10 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Taking it inside. SGA.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
And we're play here in what's been a good one. Toronto out in front, up 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Let's first take a gander at the rest of the NBA's schedule for the night and what's in store. Over at Little Caesars Arena, the Pistons will face off against the Cavaliers. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Raptors.
Contributions from their bench, providing once again the importance of depth.
Yeah, with the way their starters play, they may also need their subs in the second half. And I'm not talking submarine sandwiches, even though I'm hungry right now.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Raptors, leading by 5. So for Toronto right now, they've got Johnson, and it's Mourning in at the center. Johnson on the wing, defended by Murray. Johnson with a bucket.
So few players still use the hook shot, but it's a tremendous weapon when done right.
Murray with it. Outside Booker. Down low, Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
Toronto leading by 5. Pass to Drexler. Back to Johnson. And a minute played as the second half gets going. No good off the front rim. And the Spurs shooting at a very efficient 67%. Booker can't get it to go. Toronto's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Drexler, hounded by Tatum. Here's Brand. And the layup is good. Brand's got 6.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Murray against Johnson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. He takes it in. Cunningham, right side. Here's Mourning. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And here's Booker. 15 points in the game. Up top, Tatum. Over Cunningham. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Here's Drexler. 12 points for him. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And let's use this time to have a look at last year's steals leaders. 5th is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
Tatum with a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam. Dunked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, man, and the defense now sees SGA taking flight. It's just too much.
Raptors lead by 7. And, Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, B.A., I just think he's so shifty, so quick in changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada, too, eh?
Of the North.
Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
Now here's Booker. He's got 15. Good D by Cunningham.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Stolen by Booker. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Johnson passes to Mourning. Johnson against SGA. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Spurs trail by 9. Pass to Tatum. Here's Drexler. He's got 14. From 10 feet away. And the Raptors miss again. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Tatum passes to Booker. Outside for Wembanyama. Fires the 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Out to the wing. Outside Johnson. Over Murray. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 19 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Wembanyama finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Murray. Wembanyama screen. 5 to shoot. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Mourning. Toronto passing it around. Outside Johnson. Here's Drexler. Six on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. Rebound by San Antonio. 19 points in the game. SGA explodes to the rim.
Shai is just relentless, continuing to attack the defense over and over.
Johnson on the wing. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game, and the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Gordon Hayward, he's checked in for Jamal Murray. And the Raptors making a change here. Now Johnson. To the inside. And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. Spurs trail by 6. Pass to Hayward. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Johnson with the defensive effort. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
When you have someone running point who's also a factor at the rim like that, it's a huge advantage.
Now here's Hayward. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio again can't hit. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Denied by Tatum.
There's the length Tatum provides on the defensive side. He can change a game on that end. They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
And it's why every team in this league now looks to run. The numbers say you have an advantage.
Here's Mourning. He's got 11. Here's Drexler. Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
And San Antonio making a change here. Siakam's checked in. Johnson with it. He's got 21. Inside. Yeah, good. And now it's a 10-point Raptor lead.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Brian?
All for one. Allie, thanks for the report. And San Antonio has possession. Toronto making their last shot. Siakam, the pass to Booker. San Antonio again can't hit.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Mourning passes to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 10. points in just the second half.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now here's Hayward. Still no points. Here's Booker. What balance from Booker.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
For San Antonio, Brooks, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Beal comes in for Booker, and Garland is subbed in for SGA. Outside Johnson. Brooks with the rebound.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Garland with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Brooks, the pass to Garland. Siakam the screen. 4-3, and the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got 5 points.
And Garland is an effective shooter, capable of shooting 40% on threes for an entire season. He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Now here's Garland. 5 points in the game. 1:05 left in the third quarter. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Garland. It's tipped.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Beal outside. Pass to Siakam. Now here's Garland. Back to Siakam. Pascal Siakam throwing it down.
And you pay so much attention to Garland, and that allows teammates to get involved.
Raptors lead by 9. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's West. Brooks defending. 12 seconds left to play in the third. Here's West. Rebounded by the Spurs. Garland for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Bradley Beal's out there with Gordon Hayward. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the San Antonio 5. Out to Beal from behind the arc. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
Well, you better close out harder than that. Beal is an excellent three-point shooter.
Here's Drexler. And he makes it on the layup.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
And here's Murray. Siakam finds Beal. Left side Booker. Out to Hayward from outside the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Brand's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
He gets it in there. And it's a 10-point Toronto lead.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Out to Beal. Cassell with a rebound.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
Pass to Brand. Here's Yao, pounded by Beal. Yao shot is off. Spurs trail by 10. Here's Booker, out to Beal. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. Here's Harper. Tries again. Can't get the layup. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Deflected. Here's Cassell. Pass to Drexler. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Right side Murray. Oh, Murray blowing the top off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Toronto leading by 8. Here's Drexler. Pass to Harper. The 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Booker, the pass to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Murray. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
Toronto leading by 6. Pass to Drexler. Here's Yao. Count the basket. Yao's got 25 points in the game.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Booker surveying the D. Back to Wembanyama. Wembanyama screen. Here's Booker. Drexler grabs the board. Drexler's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender. Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Here's Harper. It's tipped and stolen by Murray. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Out to Beal. Now Murray. Outside Booker. Wembanyama screen. Booker, the pass to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Here's Harper. And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense. Disorganized, defense pays. Outside Booker. Beal surveying the D. Going inside, and that one good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Harper passes to Drexler. Here's Yao. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, it was such a quick move by Booker. It left the defender guessing, and that can often lead to a foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
I mean, they've been sinking shots from mid-range, and they found a gap there in the defense, and they just continue to exploit it.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside. The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Tatum. Oh, wait a second here, guys. We got a whistle, and it's on the defense. So a shooting foul on the dunk. Chance to grab those 2 points coming up here at the line. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Jamal Murray is checked in for Hayward. And so here is Toronto. Pass to Drexler. And here's Cunningham. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander tucks it last. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Morning passes to Brand. Now here's Johnson, defended by Murray. The fadeaway. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. Johnson's got 12 points in just the second half.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Third team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, it's easy to see why SGA has risen to the level of superstar in this league. He is relentless.
The Raptors have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Pass to Johnson. Cunningham outside. Three-pointer. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Raptors lead by 3.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Wembanyama. Now Booker.
Billy Cunningham. First personal foul. 14 foul.
Here's SGA. On the wing, Murray. Murray doing tough work inside.
We've seen Murray raise his game. Part of it is an increase in toughness, the ability to score when it's not simple.
Murray against Johnson. And there's the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch. Great flush. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 3. By Tatum. Back to SGA. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Tatum. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA's got assist number 8 now on the night. Johnson with it. Pulls it in from the elbow. Wembanyama rips down the board. Booker against Cunningham. Here's SGA. And here's Tatum. And that misses. That would have put him up. Cash from downtown.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Outside, SGA. Here's SGA. Oh, he misses the layup. Raptors lead by 4. Cunningham looking it over. Tatum brings a double team. The putback just in time. With the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Outside Murray. Oh, it's It's off target. Toronto's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. And counted.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Spurs trail by 8. Outside Murray.
And sometimes Murray overwhelms defenses with his energy, which is why he gets these calls.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Murray drops them both.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
Here's Drexler. Booker defending. Lays it in easily.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And a one-handed slam.
And you just... know that Gilgeous-Alexander... is going to be the one taking these shots. How much?
Assistant by Drexler.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 8. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy's believe in his ability to come up big.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Johnson. There's 37 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
Great effort by Wemby defensively. And not a moment to lose on this possession.
They're going to have to act quickly right here.
Magic Johnson. For personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more of them. And he's able to hit the second one, and that brings him within 5.
One of the most popular players in the world the moment he entered this league, Wembanyama continues to grow his fan base.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Raptors, Clyde Drexler taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Devin Booker, first personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
For the Raptors, Magic Johnson.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Now Wembanyama. Tatum outside. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Shooting for Toronto, Magic Johnson.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. They're behind by 6. Your thoughts, guys?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
So the Raptors win it. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.
All night, can't we lose control? She say she wanna fly me out, try me out for her potty mouth. Yeah, try it.